Today's high school ball game on WJER is made possible by the support of community businesses, including your local Wendy's restaurants, Smartway Communications, Kime and Charm, Ohio, Wood Electric, Pets Place, Dover Brake, Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, your local McDonald's, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, Kemp Insurance, T-County Boxing Academy, Guide Funeral Homes and Crematories, Omni Fiber, and your local Subway restaurants. With today's ball game on WJER, here are your announcers.
Welcome to Dover City Park here. We are here for the rivalry game between the Dover Crimson Tornadoes and the New Philadelphia Quakers. I'm Bill Hammerstrom alongside Denny Trimmer. Denny, beautiful weather for a baseball game.
It is not beautiful weather for a baseball game. It's not beautiful weather for anything but getting your Christmas list put together. It says it's 42 degrees. I doubt that it is 42 degrees. You and I just weathered a snow flurry of sorts, but the kids don't seem fazed by it, and we're ready for baseball.
Yeah, it seems like it's too cold to rain, so it flurried on us instead, which might be a good thing. This game might have been delayed if it were rain instead of snow flurries.
Well, I think if we can look past some of the silliness of us sitting out here uncovered, no tent, no shelter, in the cold, in the snow, what we've got is two pretty good teams, a 3-1 Dover team, a 2-0 New Philadelphia team, and two good pitchers on the hill tonight for their respective clubs.
We're talking about Colin Bruno for the Crimson Tornadoes. He'll take the mound first. He's got a win so far this season. He was their ace last year. Talked to Coach Jeff Fondrest about him. Says he throws a couple of pitches, throws them well. Not a flamethrower, but he'll get the ball over the plate. Trust his defense and have the Quakers put it in play. Rely on the players behind him. Well,
and on the other hand, for New Philadelphia, the big lefty, Sam Rufinaugh, just a junior, 1-0 on the season. He's thrown 14 innings, 1.75 ERA. He's just allowed 3 hits in those 14 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts and 1 base on balls. And Sam looks the part. He's the big lefty, the mop-top curls coming out of the black New Philadelphia baseball cap, and at about 6'2", 6'3", he can be an imposing figure out there on the hill tonight for New Philadelphia.
Absolutely. So far this season, Dover is 3-1. They just had a game yesterday. Now, they were supposed to play yesterday at Tusky Valley, but they moved it here because of the new turf field here that's been here a couple of years now. Busy park today. We got the tennis team over there playing Claymont. We got the softball team behind us. They're also playing New Philadelphia. And then over in New Philadelphia, it's the Legends track meet. So this rivalry is taking place on 3 different fronts right now today.
And here you and I sit in our winter coats and our hoods up and our gloves on.
I can't even remember a football game this year where we had a snowstorm.
I don't remember a football game this cold.
What it feels like is about 35 degrees, maybe not even that warm, as the Dover Crimson Tornadoes take on the New Philadelphia Quakers. We'll get your starting lineups for you coming up right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
It's time to level up your service with Omni Fiber's 100% fiber internet. We're expanding our network to connect more communities to the power of fiber. Enjoy premium Wi-Fi, free installation, speeds up to 2 gig, and our 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit omnifiber.com/radio to learn more. Welcome to the Fiber Hub.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialist in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery is the place to go when you need to promote your team or business. They offer corporate apparel, custom apparel, letterman jackets, trophies and plaques, even banners and yard signs. Bring in your ideas and let DTS make them a reality. DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, just across from the Brickyard Restaurant on Commercial Avenue Southeast on the south side of New Philadelphia. Find out more on Facebook.
We're here at Dover City Park. Bill Hammerstrom, Denny Trimmer to call the game between the Dover Crimson Tornadoes and the New Philadelphia Quakers. First time they're meeting this season. Last season, New Philadelphia took 2 from the Tornadoes. Let's take a moment to thank one of our pregame and postgame sponsors, Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital. Whether it's sniffles and sneezes or something more serious, world-class care is near you. Find your nearest provider at clevelandclinic.org/locations. Well, Denny, like I said, New Philadelphia took 2 from the Tornadoes last year. It was a big year for New Philadelphia as far as the rivalry is concerned. This year kind of swinging towards Dover. They got the football, they got the basketball, and they're looking for some revenge here against New Philadelphia.
Well, and Dover is poised with the lineup that they have in the field today to put up that good first punch here in round 1 between these two. When you look, they've got experience around the diamond. Caden Shy leading the way in center field. The middle of that infield with Kelliker and Leggett, and even on the corners with Gruel and Marks. Those are guys the names that you've heard from not just a year ago, but 2 years back as well. And we like Colin Bruno, both you and I think he does a really nice job on the hill. So this is putting Dover's best foot forward. What we're gonna see out of the Tornadoes tonight.
Let's start with that Dover lineup. Like you said, Colin Bruno on the mound, batting first in center field, Caden Shy, batting second, third baseman Mason Gruel, batting third, Ethan Kelliker at shortstop, fourth, Hunter Edwards at catcher, fifth, Liam Mast in right field after pitching yesterday, first base, Jonah Marks batting sixth, in left field it's Jack Judkins batting seventh, Zane Connor, the DH, batting eighth, and batting ninth is Nathan Leggett at second base. And who do we got for the New Philadelphia Quakers out there today?
Well, the New Philadelphia batting lineup looks like this. Leading off is Carson Long, the left fielder, 333 on the season for the left fielder. Owen Courtney will be the designated hitter tonight, and he's got all the pop for this club. 3 of 8 on the season. The sophomore has a pair of doubles, a home run, and is the team leader in 2 games with 4 RBI. The catcher bats third. That's Noah Bolin. 2 for 6 on the campaign, 333 on the season. Gavin Blake bats cleanup, the second baseman. The senior is 2 for 8, batting .250 on the campaign. Keaton Fossil, the right fielder, bats fifth, 4 of 7, batting .571, and has power to all fields. Braylon McBride, the third baseman, is next, hitting 3 of 7 on the season. Matthew Miser bats 7th. Mize is the first baseman. He's yet to get a hit this season at 5 plate appearances. Mason Caterina is the shortstop, batting 8th. And batting 9th is the center fielder, the speedy Mac Steele. Mac 1 for 5 on the season, batting .200. And is amongst the team leaders with 2 RBIs. Pitching today for the Red and Black, as mentioned, Sam Rufinall, the left-hander. 1-0 on the season, 14 innings pitched, has just allowed 3 hits, struck out 7 while walking 1.
All right, we'll be back here to bring you the first pitch from Dover City Park as the Crimson Tornadoes host the Quakers on your sports voice of the Valley.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
This is Nathan Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Contact us today for all your auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance needs. We're proud to have been your local hometown agents for over 35 years and look forward to helping you see the difference local agents can make for you. Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
This is Don Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Whether it's repair work from a fender bender, the after effects of a powerful storm, or a life-changing moment like a house fire, Kemp Insurance is here to provide unmatched customer service. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the smart way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Well, the snowflakes are falling once again here at Dover City Park as the officials are on the field talking to Coach Jeff Fondrest of the Crimson Tornadoes. We're getting set for Dover to take on New Philadelphia today. Bill Hammerstrom here with Denny Trimmer for WJER Sports. The weather's kind of ridiculous, but we are hopefully in for a pretty good game.
I don't remember broadcasting a game in conditions like this before. This is a first. I am 28 years in, and this is a first.
Well, that's exciting then.
I don't share in your excitement.
Well, it looks like we have the officials and the coaches at home plate, and they are exchanging lineup cards, so that's probably a good sign that they're going to play this game at least.
Well, and let's bring the venue into play here. What they have done to upgrade Field 1 here at Dover, Field 3 rather, at Dover City Park, the varsity baseball diamond, with the field turf infield and the surrounding areas into the dugouts and down the lines. This year they've added some of the banners and the fence screening. Not only is it a beautiful place to play or to watch a game, but Bill, certainly on a day like this where it's not a downpour, you're going to get the game in.
Absolutely. Hey, let's take this moment to thank another one of our pregame and postgame sponsors. It's Omni Fiber. Omni Fiber is excited to be a part of the Dover community and offer a new choice in internet service, also part of the New Philadelphia community. Enjoy the speed and reliability of their new 100% fiber network and Ohio-based sales and customer service. Sign up today. Get 3 months of Omni Fiber internet free. Visit omnifiber.com/WJER to learn more about that. So it kind of looks like they're getting ready to play. We're going to take another break here. We'll come back and see how close we are to the start of this game here on your sports voice of the Valley.
Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital is your first choice for primary care. From a network of family providers to convenient locations near you, you'll always get safe care right where you need it. For wellness visits, for managing your health conditions, for every care in the world. Turn to Union Hospital for all your primary care needs. All Union Hospital locations are accepting new patients. Don't delay. Schedule an appointment today at 330-602-0778.
Serious athletes use only the best supplements, and that's why they shop at the T-County Boxing Academy in New Philadelphia. The T-County Boxing Academy carries the industry's best supplements, and right now they're offering great deals to help you transform your body in 2024. Get a 1-month supply of any 5% Nutrition brand pre-workout supplement for $29.99, or try one of their amino acid powders for $25. Offers valid through March. The T-County Boxing Academy, where serious athletes train. Located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
All right, we are here at Dover City Park, so you don't have to be today. You can watch us on YouTube or at WJER.com if you're already listening on the radio, 100.9 FM, 1450 AM. Bill Hammerstrom and Denny Trimmer here to call the game between the Dover Crimson Tornadoes, the New Philadelphia Quakers. Our old friend Jason Hall on the PA announcing the teams right now. So we're going to get started here fairly soon. Denny, let's talk about some of the contributors for Dover. You mentioned some of the statistics for New Philadelphia. Dover, of course, leading off today is Caden Shy, and he's been off to a tear here to start the season. 6 of 15, batting .462 so far. Nathan Leggett in the 9 spot. He's batting .400. Ethan Kelliker, .364 on the season. He has a home run and a triple. Just hit those yesterday in that game against Tusky Valley, so he's getting going. Mason Gruel, .333. And then Jack Judkins, Jonah Marks, and then Hunter Edwards getting off a little bit, but they like him in that cleanup spot. They're hoping that right now only batting .167, but they're expecting a lot out of their catcher, as is New Philadelphia.
Well, and I think, too, what you don't take into account is early in the season, the arms are going to be ahead of the bats, and you're going to see some of those lower batting averages that aren't too sweet right now. Really, as the weather starts to warm up and the games start to get played on a consistent basis, you're going to see those numbers continue to rise, and certainly for the Tornadoes, Hunter Edwards is a guy that they look for that to take part in.
What do you think of Dover playing yesterday? And New Philadelphia hasn't played since their second game against Madison Comprehensive, which was March 28th, just about a week ago.
Yeah, I know the Quakers are sick and tired of practicing, of playing indoors, of slapping balls in the cage. They want to get out here and be on a consistent basis. They're going through what Dover went through 2 years ago with the field upgrades, and they'll have the field turf next year, but not this year. It's not helping them any this year.
All right, we are at Dover City Park for the national anthem. But we'll be right back on your sports voice of the Valley.
Are you searching for the right insurance coverage tailored just for you? Look no further than Murphy & Company Insurance. Ian Murphy and the team at Murphy & Company put your needs first and are here to guide you through the maze of insurance options. From life, commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, they've got you covered. Reach out to request an appointment at 330-934-9665. And remember, when it comes to insurance, choose the company with a legacy of excellence. Choose Murphy & Company Insurance, 123 South Worcester Avenue in Dover.
Subway refreshed their ingredients, then their menu, and now they're slicing their meats fresh. That means fresh sliced turkey, fresh sliced ham, and 2 new Deli Hero subs. Try the Titan Turkey and Grand Slam ham, each piled high with double the cheese and more meat. Order your new Deli Hero sub with freshly sliced deli meats today, and be sure to try all the subs on the refreshed Subway Series menu. Subway's tastiest menu upgrade yet.
Serious athletes use only the best supplements, and that's why they shop at the T County Boxing Academy in New Philadelphia. The T County Boxing Academy carries the industry's best supplements, and right now they're offering great deals to help you transform your body in 2024. Get a 1-month supply of any 5% nutrition brand pre-workout supplement for $29.99, or try one of their amino acid powders for $25. Offers valid through March. The T County Boxing Academy, where serious athletes train. Located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Dover City Park. We're at Field 3, the varsity ball diamond. Denny Trimmer and Bill Hammerstrom with you. Dover v. New Philadelphia. We were told, courtesy of Jason Hall, our friend on the public address, that this is the 104th meeting between these two teams on the diamond. Philly getting set to take first cuts. Colin Bruno going to be on the mound for the Tornadoes to get things started here in inning number 1. 1-0 on the season. A 2.0 ERA, has just allowed 3 runs, 2 of those earned. Has struck out 5 and walked 3 in his season thus far. The dimensions here at Field 3, it's 300 down the lines, 360 feet to straightaway center field. And for the Quakers, it's going to be Long, Courtney, and Bolin leading things off here in inning number 1. Our thanks to scoreboard sponsor DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery. DTS is the place to go when you need to promote your team or business. Bring in your ideas. Let DTS make them a reality. You can find them on Facebook or on the south side of New Philadelphia. In steps Carson Long, .333 on the season. The right-handed batting left fielder steps in the box. Bruno winds and fires. First ball just a bit high for ball one. So you heard Bill mention the conditions here. The snow has stopped for a time. Bruno's second delivery is fouled straight back, evening the count at 1-1. Carson Long, a junior with a pair of base hits in his team's first two games this season. Deep, and you can see Edwards getting in that Tony Pena-esque squat behind home plate where he extends the right leg. Bill, that's about the area you were working at then Jacobs Field.
That's true.
2-1 the count. Bruno delivers. Ball stroked up the middle. Easily fielded by Nathan Leggett at second, but he bounces the throw, gets past Jonah Marks into foul territory, and Long is going to use his wheels to get down to second base. First man aboard, E4, if you're scoring at home. So nobody out, and something brewing here early for the red and black.
See, both teams said they relied on the defense in this game, and it was Jeff Fonders who told me that the team that makes the most mistakes is going to be the one that's going to lose this one so far. His team is the first one to make an error.
Yeah, Bill, you and I talked during commercial about just the troubles of a cold day and sometimes a wet baseball. That looked like a pretty much easy play that Nathan Leggett's going to make 10 times out of 10. But as he turned to throw, you saw he didn't have a great grip on the baseball. Threw it in the dirt. Owen Courtney stepping in, the designated hitter. 375 on the season, a pair of doubles, a home run, 4 RBI. First pitch, belt high, and a beauty.
So Colin Bruno wants to get ahead of these batters. He wasn't able to do it against the first batter, and it cost him.
Well, Bruno now pitching out of the stretch. Bends forward, looks in for the sign from Hunter Edwards. Now checking the runner at second. Leggett creeping towards the bag, now creeping back away. Pitch is in there. Took a little something off of that. Swinging and missing is Courtney, strike one. Or strike two, rather. My apologies. That first pitch was a called strike. 0-2. Now Bruno comfortably ahead. He can waste one here. Kicks and fires. Ooh, breaking ball. Stayed high, though. And that'll make the count 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Dover coach is not a fan of that call. A little high from here.
Long, the runner at second, takes his lead. Leggett sneaking in behind. Bruno checks. Now Bruno comes plateward. Another change of pace. That time Courtney tried to time it up. Got a piece. Fouls it back, but Bruno's still way ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Denny Trimmer, Bill Hammerstrom with you from Dover City Park. First inning of play. New Philadelphia, nobody out, and a runner on second base. Bruno deals low that time, evening the count at 2-2.
One thing that Coach Finders said about his pitcher is that he stays even keel, doesn't get too worked up. He did get ahead in this count. We'll see if he can close it out.
Yeah, Bruno now looking in for that sign from his junior catcher, Hunter Edwards. Long gets his lead, swung on and missed. That time punch out number 1 for Colin Bruno as Courtney goes down swinging. Noah Bolin, the catcher, will step in. 3:33 on the season, so 1 down here in the Quaker half of inning number 1.
We're looking at those 2 catchers we said before the game. Both coaches rely a lot on their catchers offensively.
Bolin with good power. Takes a breaking ball low for ball 1. Bruno was able to work ahead of Courtney, but fell behind Long, now falling behind Noah Bolin. And it's so hard in conditions like this as a pitcher to find that groove and to find that rhythm early. Bruno, though, looks in, steps, fires, and throws low for ball 2. Carson Long, who reached on an error, is on at second base with one down in the Quaker half of inning number 1. Denny Trimmer, Bill Hammerstrom with you from Dover City Park. You heard the call strike that time as Bolin watched that one go right down the middle. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Plenty to do here at Dover City Park. Softball Dover v. Philly rivalry taking place over our shoulder on the diamond to our left. Tennis. Did you say the Mustangs are in town for tennis?
Claymont, varsity matchup between Dover and Claymont.
Swung on and missed, and Bruno battles back to even the count at 2-2.
That's what the coach says that he does. He doesn't lose his focus, and he fought back, and he's even in this count.
Long takes his lead at second. Here comes Leggett in behind. Now time is called as Bolin steps out.
Bruno started both games against the Quakers last year. 8-2 victory in the first one, I believe, and 6-2 in the second one. New Philadelphia won both of those.
So Bruno looking, he's had to wait a year looking for a measure of revenge tonight. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Colin Bruno. Swung on, driven to left. Back goes Judkins. He's got a long run forward. That ball is in the gap. Judkins comes up with it. Long will score. Checking in at second base with a 2-bagger is the catcher, Noah Bolin.
Just a great hit there to the gap. We were saying that the wind was blowing out kind of towards right center field there. Close to a home run, but made it to the gap between the left fielder and the center fielder.
Now Judkins had the best look at it. He and Shai converged back there in the gap. We talked about the kind of power that Bolin has. Hadn't really put it to work yet this season. That time drove the ball, got the 2-bagger and the RBI. Quakers with a 1-run lead at 1-0. Stepping in now is Gavin Blake, the second baseman. The senior steps in. Those hands high in that stance. Looks at strike 1. So Bruno kind of unfazed by what just happened. He's getting locked right back in.
Gavin Blake got one of the pitching wins for the Quakers last year in this rivalry game.
Blake with the wide stance and those hands up near the ear hole of that batting helmet. Cuts, just got a piece of it, fouled it straight back into the mid of Edwards, 0-2. Tornadoes at 3-1 on the season. Their only loss came to Massillon. Lost that matchup 7-3. They've knocked off Steubenville, Canton South, and Tusky Valley. The 0-2 pitch is delivered outside. Tried to get him to chase, wouldn't do it. Blake hitting at .250 on the season, a pair of hits over the course of the Quakers' first 2 games. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Bolin, the catcher, is on at second. That pitch is slapped to the right side, but it's going to get down in foul territory. Count remains 1-2.
We do have some brave souls here in the stands.
Plenty of great seats still available, though, folks. As Bruno looks in, now checks the runner. Time is called. But boy, you're right. There are a number of, looks like the JV Tornadoes are sitting up there in the stands.
A lot of blankets in the stands.
Of course, these JV teams were supposed to be taking the field at New Philadelphia's Tuscarora Park. That 1-2 pitch is delivered high for ball 2, evening the count at 2-2, but field conditions would not permit them to play, so no doubt they got their cuts in somewhere, and they're here to watch, cheer on the varsity. Bruno Fires high, swung on and missed for strike 3. So a pair of punch-outs for Colin Bruno here in the early going. Keaton Fossil will step in, the right fielder. Fossil, the team's leader in batting average at .571. Power to all fields, good speed on the base paths. Trying to extend the inning and extend this Quaker lead. Takes a off-speed pitch high for ball 1. That's Noah Bolin out at second base. Bolin doubled home Carson Long, who reached on an error for the Quakers' lone run thus far in inning number 1. Checking back at the runner now. Coming to plate. Where, Bill, that almost got you.
Fossil's a player who the Coach Weissel said really improved in the offseason and has taken a leadership position now on this team.
He is a tremendous athlete. Of course, most would remember that they're familiar with the quarterback of the football team. He is a big dude that can run and throw and certainly hit the baseball. Flares this one to the right side, foul. Stays alive, 1-2 count on Fossil.
Nothing like starting a season at quarterback to make you a leader on a sports team.
There's no question about it. Colin Bruno looking to limit the damage and get out of here with just the 1 run allowed. Out of the stretch, bends forward, now comes set. The right-hander fires. Called! Strike 3 on the outside corner, and Bruno ends it with a called punch-out. 3 strikeouts in the inning for the Tornado Junior. But New Philadelphia plates 1. It's 1-0 Quakers after 1 half. Back with the bottom of the first inning right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first building and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Your local Subway restaurants are proud to recognize excellence during all of our broadcasts here on WJER. They've been doing it for a long, long time. Our thanks to the Fitzgerald family, locally owned Subway restaurants in our area for helping bring us the Subway Player of the Game at the conclusion of today's contest, just like we do on every game broadcast on WJER. Subway, eat fresh. Bill, your thoughts after a half inning that New Philadelphia played at a run?
Well, I think Colin Bruno for Dover did a good job to get out of there, only giving up that 1 run. Started with an error and a runner on second before there was even an out. So to limit them to 1 run was good on their part, but a nice piece of hitting by the catcher for New Philadelphia to get him on the board.
Well, it's going to be 1, 2, 3 for Dover as they start things here in their half of inning number 1. It's going to be Caden Shy, Mason Gruhl, and Ethan Kelliker coming to plate against Sam Rufinoff. Sam, the big left-handed junior, 1-0 on the season. In his 14 innings pitched thus far this season, a 1.75 ERA. He's allowed just 3 hits, has struck out 7, and walked 1. First pitch into Shy is outside and off the catcher's glove. And Bolin had that ball tease off the webbing and drift over here to the on-deck circle. Ball 1 just a bit outside. Rufinoff, the big lefty, fires. Throws the fastball that time. We talked during our pregame show That fastball touching the high 80s.
Really contrast in pitchers. You got the control pitcher in Colin Bruno. You got the hurler out here with Sam Rufinoff.
Sam, the lefty, kicks and fires right at the letters for strike 2. And Caden Shy, who's hitting .462 on the season, now facing a 1-2 count. The pitch inside. Ball 2, 2-2.
Caden Shy, we saw him last year, very patient hitter, tries to take a lot of pitches, let his team see what this guy's throwing.
So Rufinoff comes set and delivers. Ball is flared into shallow left. Drifting back is the shortstop Mason Katarina, who comes down with the catch for out number 1.
Now batting number 22, Mason Gruhl.
Mason Gruhl steps in, the third baseman. 5 of 15 on the season thus far. So early when you throw out averages at this point in the season, but he's got 5 base hits. First pitch, look, belt high, just a little bit inside that time for ball 1. 1 down in the Tornado half of the first inning. 1-0 New Philadelphia. Sam Rufinoff kicks and fires. This ball is driven, popped up to the right side is this one. 3 converging on a run at it, and best angle turns out to be the right fielder come in, had a clean look, was able to haul it in. Keaton Fossil for out number 2. Quick work thus far for the first 2 hitters. In steps Ethan Kelliker, the senior. Rufinoff delivers outside for ball 1. And boy, this must have come back into vogue here. And Tony Pena style. Second pitch is high for ball 2. It's 2-0. And Edwards, this is straight out of Central Casting. He's in the on-deck circle right in front of our broadcast vantage point. He has a golf towel sticking out of his back pocket. He's got batting gloves or something else in the other pocket. Shin guards on, sleeves rolled up in our brisk conditions out here. The only thing he's missing is some eye black. 3-0 the count now. Rufinoff has to deal a strike, and he does not, so we've got a Dover base runner. It's Kelliker moving on via the base on balls with 2 down.
Rufinoff did a good job the first 2 batters getting ahead in the count, but couldn't find the strike zone there.
Well, and I think it's going to be a constant struggle for both pitchers today as long as it stays just this cold, icky, windy day. You just have trouble even grasping the baseball, let alone kind of getting it to go where you want. Runner at first base. Rufinoff fires high. So ball 1.
Hunter Edwards has his own equipment manager over here to clean up his mess that he left behind.
Well, Liam Mast does a nice job at a lot of things, including now cleaning up the mess for Hunter Edwards. Edwards takes a look at strike 1 that was dealed right down the middle. Rufinoff fights back to even the count at 1-1. 2 down, runner on first base. New Philadelphia leading 1-0. Dover trying to extend the inning. Ball skips in. Bolin has it bounce away from him. There will be no throw, and the runner will advance to second as heads up by Ethan Kelliker. Ball didn't get that far away from Bolin, and Bolin has a howitzer of an arm, but Kelliker saw the window, skated his way down to first base, or from first to second.
He did, and that umpire didn't move, but I think he got hit in the shin with that. He's padded up back there, thankfully.
2 balls and a strike. Runner now in scoring position as Rufinoff steps off the back of the rubber. Steps back on. Leans forward to get the sign from Bolin. 2 balls and a strike. The set. The fire. Ball grounded to third base. McBride has it. Easily throws across to Matthew Miser for out number 3. As the Quakers work out of trouble to end inning number 1. From Dover City Park, New Philadelphia 1-0 over the Tornadoes after 1 inning of play. Back with second inning action right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the smart way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Thanks to our pregame and postgame sponsor, the T County Boxing Academy. They're the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing, well, like Sugar Dre. They all looking 1-0 here. Quakers after one inning, starting things.
Braylon McBride just got that put out. I think that this game is going to be important for him at third base because that's going to be the hot corner. I think Dover's going to try to test him. If you look at the results over there this season, earlier on, 3 errors on the third baseman for New Philadelphia. Fielded it well that time, though, and got the put out.
Swings through that first offering from Colin Bruno. Bruno's done a nice job changing pace with the speed here. Going fastball and then slightly changing it up. Not necessarily a big breaking ball, but just taking some speed off of the fastball. Good changeup from Bruno, and that's why he's punched out 3 already here in the early going. 0-2 as he works a foul back that time on McBride, but already ahead in this count. Bruno working quickly, fires high for ball 1.
He does work all the plate. When he's up 0-2, you can see that he's trying to make the batter chase the ball out of the strike zone.
So McBride steps back in, and Bruno fires another foul back. WJER Jeep is back there somewhere.
It's hanging in there. Officer Josh Roach is right behind us, keeping an eye on things.
I couldn't feel safer. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They count on leadoff hitter Braylon McBride. McBride doing a nice job staying alive here. 3 straight fouls off of his bat. Battling here down in the count 1-2. The right-handed Colin Bruno kicks and delivers. Another foul back. We're going to run out of baseballs here. We'll have to go to snowballs soon.
Well, thankfully the snow has stopped, and the wind seems to have died down a little bit.
Oh, just ideal conditions for baseball.
Absolutely. You know, it's the best seat in the house, people at home.
That YouTube comes in handy, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Our thanks to the gang at Claxon Communications for the hookup there. Always great to be able to get these games on air for you, and an additional bonus when we can get you a visual to go with the great audio. 1 ball, 2 strikes again. Bruno fires. McBride pops it up in the infield, and that's going to be hauled in by the shortstop Ethan Kellickers. He takes a step behind second baseman to make the grab for out number 1.
I think that's the kind of at-bat that Colin Bruno likes when he gets ahead 0-2 and he can work all around the plate, forcing an out, rely on his defense behind him.
Matthew Miser steps in, the first baseman, looking for his first hit on the season. Takes a look at a beautiful breaking pitch that time. Called strike on the outside corner. Bruno ahead. No balls and a strike with the second delivery. Mize swings through that one. 0-2, and now, again, dealing with the, from the strength of being ahead in the count, it's kind of a what do you want to pitch here, Colin? Bruno looks in, now fires, breaking ball, and it's going to be flared foul down the right field line. Mize protecting the plate at that time, perhaps a bit fooled by the change of speeds, was able to get bat on it, send it down the left field line, foul.
I think with that change of speed, Bruno's given them a lot to think about there. You could almost see him thinking as that ball was approaching home plate.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pitch is delivered high for ball 1. Mizer, the first baseman, really now in his junior season, has battled knee injuries as a freshman and a sophomore. Really kind of coming into his own here as a junior. Mize swings through that, strike 3. Beautiful pitch, down just a little bit in the zone. Had to protect. Mizer with another strikeout, his 4th here in the early going. Mason Catarina will step in, the shortstop.
Bruno with 4 strikeouts, really pitching well, except for that error and that double.
Catarina squares, pushes it down the left side. Barehanded by the third baseman, no play there. Mason Gruhl through, but bounced it just wide of the bag, so we're going to give an infield single to Mason Catarina, who used the wheels. The boogie down to first. Now we've got a runner at first, do the Quakers. 2 down, and the center fielder, Mac Steele, steps in. Mac hitting .200 on the campaign, a pair of RBIs. And as any good number 9 hitter does, he's kind of like an additional leadoff hitter. Great speed on the base pass, a good eye at the plate. That time took a called strike on the inside part of the plate, 0-1. Bruno ahead on all 3 batters he's faced, or all 4 batters he's faced here in inning number 2. Catarina gets his lead from shortstop. Fire over to Marks at first. Nothing doing there. Catarina slides back easily. Catarina with good speed on first. Max Steele with good speed at the plate. 2 down. 1 strike. Pitch is a pitch out. Edwards fires, and they're going to have him at second base. Absolutely. Looked like maybe Catarina slid in under it, but no, they're going to say the throw was there. And that's going to do it for the Quakers in inning number 2. The Edwards put out the Edwards throw out at second base will end the inning. No runs across. New Philadelphia leading 1-0 after 1.5. Back with the Tornadoes half of inning number 2 right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
Thanks to Wood Electric for being a pregame and postgame sponsor of today's broadcast. They've been trusted with all your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're available 24 hours a day and are ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation for industrial, commercial, or residential work. You can find them online at woodelectric.net. Bill, boy, you saw the Quakers had something going on. That time looked like they were trying to move the runner, and Dover did a great job calling the pitch out and then getting the throw out to end the inning.
Yeah, we talked before this throw to get that runner out.
Excellent throw, and the tag by Kellecker to end the inning. It's going to be Mast, Marks, and Judkins for the Tornadoes here in their half of inning number 2. Mast, the winning pitcher last night against Tusky Valley, gets the nod in the right field today. Masty with a pair of hits thus far on the season. The batting average not there, but he's putting the ball in play. Hitting 143 on the season. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike now on Liam.
Liam has 2 victories on the mound this year so far.
He has been a pleasant surprise for the Crimson Tornadoes, no doubt. Called strike on the outside part of the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count evens for Sam Rufner. Or Rufinaw, rather. My mistake.
Big Sam.
Yeah, that's why I stick with Big Sam. Sammy fires just a bit outside. Check swing, the batter holds as well. So Liam did a good job holding back. Full count. Mast steps in, Rufinaw comes set and fires. Flared back behind us. And now, of course, it was snowing earlier, but you do have a decent crowd up there.
Yeah. We could almost see the sun.
Not much. Fielder and the center fielder are going to converge. That gets down. Max Steele comes up with it, fires into second base, but Masty is going to check in with a 2-bagger. Yeah. They were shifted a little bit to the left, and then the center fielder, Max Steele, had a long run to go get it. Neither he nor Keaton Fossil, who had the longer of the 2 runs, could get there. Steele comes up throwing, and Mast, though, slides in safely with a 2-base hit to lead off things for the Tornadoes here in inning number 2.
What a great at-bat, fouling a pitch off before getting that double into right center field there.
Jonah Marks hitting .273 on the season. Senior first baseman. Now with a chance to move that runner along, or maybe even plate that runner who's in scoring position. Liam Mast at second base. Takes a first pitch. Ball inside. Jonah steps back in. Sammy going to bend over and look for blew the fastball by him that time. You might have heard just a little piece of the bat. But that's the good high cheese that time from Rufinaw. Rufinaw. Oh, and he gets past Bolin. Bolin's going to come up time, and Mast is going to score. Dover has just turned a 2-bagger into some instant offense, Bill, with a steal that was, and then a throw that wasn't, and then home plate on the misfire.
I tell you, both these coaches are prognosticators. They both said they anticipated errors in this game and were worried that whoever made them would pay for them, and so far both teams capitalizing on the other team's errors.
Well, the ball got past Bolin, but he was able to keep it nearby, so he decided to throw to third through low. The ball ended up in left field. Carson Long backing up the play. Got to the ball in time. Marks has worked a walk. Jack Judkins with a pair of hits on the early season, hitting .286. He's in left field today.
A couple of these sophomores playing for the Tornado varsity.
Judkins shows bunt. Doesn't go, but a called strike. And Liam Mast doubled and scored when you talk about the sophomores. Now on at first base is senior Jonah Marks, and Judkins behind with an 0-1 count. And we're going to have activity in the New Philadelphia bullpen. And that's going to be Owen Courtney.
One of the early season heroes for the Quakers in their victories.
Courtney, the sophomore. Second show on a bunt. It swung through that. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Dover with nobody out, thinking about playing some small ball here. Keep this inning moving. Jonah Marks at first. Judkins at the plate. Those names sound familiar, Tornado football fans. That was your QB rotation.
Absolutely.
A couple of young guys that can throw it around the yard. 2-2 count now.
Jack Judkins was your starter. Jonah Marks filled it and did exceptional in the one game that he played.
Did a great job. Breaking ball. Did it hit him? Nope, just caught off the shoe top that time. So Judkins was behind early, now has worked it to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the Tornadoes' second. Ball pounded foul. Dover has scored in this half to even the game at 1-1. Liam Mast led off this inning with a two-bagger. Came around to score as he attempted to steal third, and an errant throw got into left field, so he got 2 bases and the run. This ball is popped up to right field. Keaton Fossil is under it. Will you test the arm? No. So 1 out as Judkins flies out to right.
Now batting number 1, Zane Connor.
Another senior steps in. Zane Connor, the designated hitter. Zane looking for his first hit of the season. 0 of 4 in early season plate appearances. Rufinaw deals outside corner strike.
Zane Connor, a 3-sport varsity athlete. He's got a future behind a microphone. He was pretty good when he came on Sports Talk with us.
Zane is a great young kid. Just fun to be around. Fouls that one back. Finds himself behind in the count, though. No balls and 2 strikes. Had big moments on the football field. Had big moments on the basketball field. Boy, would this be a big moment for him on the baseball diamond here in the early season.
Just a kid who was always in the right place at the right time.
Rufinaw fires and blows the fastball by him for a strikeout. His first and the second tornado out of the inning. Nathan Leggett, the second baseman, will step in. And he perhaps looking for a little redemption here. Of course, it was his error that got New Philadelphia their first base runner back when it was a little more snowy and blowy.
Yeah, you might credit that to a slippery ball after a little bit of a snow flurry before the game started.
2 down here in the Tornadoes' second. Jonah Marks on at first. Leggett fouls it back, evening the count at 1-1. Tornadoes have scored to tie the game here at 1 in the second inning. Mast led off the inning with a 2-base hit. Stole third, and then as the attempt to throw him out at third ended up in left field. We've got another pass ball, and Steele with no challenge that time as Marks checks in at second base. Runner in scoring position now with 2 down.
I want to blame the slippery ball because Nathan is a defensive stopper for Bob Von Kettle's team.
He's a darn good infielder, too. Takes that pitch just inside. 3 balls and a strike.
Dover's been doing good, working the count, fouling off second strikes and drawing third balls.
Rufinaw comes, I said it again. Rufinaw comes set. Ball tapped foul. I know too many Rufners. I know a couple of roofers.
You told me Big Sam at the beginning. You left out the last name.
I just always call him Sam. You start to be formal and try to do this like a professional, and I'm stumbling over my own tongue here. Full count. Rufinaw fires. Check swing. Did he get him? The appeal? No, sir. They're going to give Leggett ball 4 and first base, so we're going to circle back to the top of the order, and Caden Shy. Shy popped out to the shortstop in his first at bat. 2 down for the Tornadoes in the second. They've got runners at first and second and have already played at a run here in inning number 2. One to one here in the early going. Sam looks and fires. A little high.
Shy usually called upon to set the table for everybody. He's looking to clean the plates right here. He does have 2 RBIs on the season.
This is a guy that can put the ball in play. 6 hits in 13 plate appearances. Ball a little low. 2 balls and no strikes. 2 down. Quakers looking to work out of a jam. The Tornadoes rather. Looking to keep this thing going. Ball just a bit outside. Three 3-0 the count on Shy. Junior confidently steps back in. Rufinall looks in now, kicks and delivers. Ball 4 low. Bases loaded. 2 outs. And Mason Gruhl steps in. So the base on balls has not been a good friend here.
Coach Weisel going out to the mound here. Looks like they're calling in the relief pitcher.
And it is going to be all for Sam Rufinall. We'll tell you about Owen Courtney, the New Philadelphia sophomore, when we come back right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Life moves fast. Can you keep up? Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital Ortho Express Care welcomes patients with no appointment necessary, so injury or joint pain never slow you down. Our orthopedic experts will give you the care you need when you need it. For every break and breakthrough, for every bone and joint, for every care in the world. Walk in for orthopedic care close to you in the Heritage Square Plaza at Dover. Learn more at unionhospital.org/orthoexpresscare.
This is Nathan Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Contact us today for all your auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance needs. We're proud to have been your local hometown agents for over 35 years and look forward to helping you see the difference local agents can make for you. Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
This is Don Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Whether it's repair work from a fender bender, the after effects of a powerful storm, or a life-changing moment like a house fire, Kemp Insurance is here to provide unmatched customer service. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years.
1 strikeout, 4 walks.
And welcome back to Dover City Park. We're tied at 1. Dover's got something brewing here in the bottom of inning number 2. They've tied the score with a leadoff double by Liam Mast, who came around to score after a steal and a errant throw into left field. Tornadoes have since worked the bases loaded, and New Philadelphia and Tyler Weisel have made a pitching change. Owen Courtney, the sophomore, now takes the mound.
Sam Rufinall finishes his afternoon, 1.2 innings pitched, 1 2/3, 1 strikeout, 4 walks, 1 earned run. Through 47 pitches, only 42% of them for strikes. So 27 balls, 20 strikes.
Well, both of these coaches will tell you just being able to keep it in the strike zone is the most important factor, especially on a crazy weather day like this. So, as mentioned, it's Marks at third, Leggett at second, and Caden Shy, who just walked on 4 pitches, at first for Mason Gruhl. Gruhl flew out to right field in his first at bat, hitting .333 on the season. Courtney will pitch out of the stretch, comes set at the belt, kicks and fires. Little bit low, ball 1.
Gruhl has driven in 4 runs this season. That's second on the team this early on so far.
Gruhl, another one of those confident players that you like in situations like this.
I also want him shooting your 3-point baskets for you on the for the Crimson Tornadoes.
He is a darn good shooter. Count evens at 1-1 after the called strike. Courtney surveys the runners. Now looks in and fires. Ball fouled. Down off the shoe top.
That one stings. It's going to rub some dirt on
That stings when it's sunny and 70 out here, let alone with whatever we're dealing with today as snowflakes continue to trickle down on my scorebook. Gruhl behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Courtney fires off speed, and he got him. That will end the threat. New Philadelphia did their best to work out of that jam, a bases-loaded jam. But after 2 innings of play, we are tied at 1. We're going to take a break here. When we come back for inning number 3, our Bill Hammerstrom will take over the play-by-play duties. That's up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery is the place to go when you need to promote your team or business. They offer corporate apparel, custom apparel, letterman jackets, trophies and plaques, even banners and yard signs. Bring in your ideas and let DTS make them a reality. DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, just across from the Brickyard Restaurant on Commercial Avenue Southeast on the south side of New Philadelphia. Find out more on Facebook.
The Eat Fresh refresh just won't stop. Now Subway is refreshing their catering with easy order platters and box meals perfect for any occasion. Start with sandwich or wrap platters. They're loaded with craveable crowd pleasers to feed your crew without all the work. Or try individually packaged box meals featuring a tasty 6-inch sub, footlong, or wrap, plus chips and a freshly baked cookie. When you have a group to feed, make it fun, delicious, and easy with catering from Subway. Visit Subway.com to place your catering order. Advance notice may be required.
Back here at Dover City Park, Bill Hammerstrom with Denny Trimmer as the Dover Crimson Tornadoes and the New Philadelphia Quakers are tied at 1 run apiece as we head into the third inning. Still up at bat, Max Steele for the Quakers. He was at the plate when Edwards threw out the runner. Edwards to Kelliker throw out. That was Canneria, the shortstop, who got caught stealing on second base. That ended the threat there in the top of the second inning. We head to the top of the first inning. Still on the mound, Colin Bruno for the Crimson Tornadoes. Having a pretty good game today, Denny. Several strikeouts and, didn't get phased when his team behind him committed an error. Put a runner on second who eventually scored thanks to a double off the bat of Noah Bolin.
Well, and I think that speaks to the kind of character that he participates with. He knew that the runner didn't score because of something he did. He also knew it's something that, weird weather conditions, that second baseman's practically Gold Glove caliber when you look at high school players and the way they play. So it's just one of those things. You live with it and you move on. He's gone on to strike out 4 of the 6 outs in the first 2 innings for the Tornadoes.
Max Steele looks at ball number 1 a bit high. 1-0 the count. Max Steele known for his defensive prowess in center field.
Kid can cover a lot of ground.
Strike swinging. 1-1 the count. Coach Weisel was telling me they joke with Max Steele that he'll get anything out there in center field. There are no holes. Ball 2, 2-1 the count. Colin Bruno ahead on the center fielder, Max Steele for the Quakers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Max Steele may be the only left-hander in the lineup for either team today. I can't remember any other lefties out there.
You might be onto something.
Fouls it hit him. He's going to say it's in play, and he's going to get to first base.
Did it hit him?
All right, they're going to call that a foul ball now. A lot of action out there. It looked like it hit him, but it hit in the box, so that's why he called it foul.
It went straight down and then went about 6 inches forward of that batter's box.
So the umpire said hit in the box. It's a foul ball. Continuing his at-bat with the count even. 2-2 Max Steele facing Colin Bruno. Swing and a miss, ball in the dirt, but it gets past the catcher who throws him out at first. Another excellent defensive play there by Edwards to pick up the ball that got past him. Throw out Max Steele, who's a speedster in center field.
And you see the kind of arm that Edwards has as he was off balance. And again, you've got to throw that ball inside the line so that you've got the target from your first baseman and you're not impeding the runner. He was a little off balance when he threw, but he threw a seed down to first base.
Back to the top of the order now, Carson Long. Looks at strike number 1, off speed there from Colin Bruno.
That's the 5th strikeout for Bruno, by the way.
Bruno loves to work ahead on his batters. He's up 0-1 right now. Carson Long hits a grounder. Nathan Leggett fields it, throws it to first, and he's out. 2 outs now in the top of the third inning.
Now batting number 22, Owen Courtney.
Owen Courtney. So the pitcher now in the game, switching from DH. Took a lot off of that one. That was almost from your softball league.
It's a couple diamonds down the road here.
Count now 2-1. Owen Courtney pitching now for the Quakers, facing the pitcher for the Tornadoes, Colin Bruno. That time it's high, 3-1 the count. 2 outs. Score still tied at 1 here at Dover Park as the Quakers are taking on the Crimson Tornadoes.
And that time more than any other time, it looked like Bruno was a little off balance, came off the rubber a little funny and kind of fell to the first base side more than he usually does.
There's a big hit, straight away center field. Caden Shy's on the rung and he can't get to it. It's at the wall, throws it in. Owen Courtney stops at second base. He'll get a double.
What a blast. Well, Shy looked to have it in his sights as well. We've talked about his abilities out there, the ability to cover ground and get to the ball, and that time he tracked it, just couldn't haul it in.
Well, Shy might have got banged up a little bit yesterday at Tusky Valley. Don't know if that affected his speed at all there, but that was a good hit. Maybe 90 degrees, that leaves the park. 32 degrees, ball doesn't fly as far.
Not so much.
All right, Noah Bolin again at the plate with a runner at second base. Has the only RBI in the game with a double. Called strike. 0-1 the count. Colin Bruno gets ahead of another batter. Again, it's Noah Bolin, the catcher, batting third with a runner on second. Score tied 1 apiece. Right now, Bolin has the only RBI in the game for the Quakers.
Bruno being very deliberate out there on the mound, forced Bolin to call time.
That was a nice pitch if it hit the strike zone. I'm sure the Quakers were not a fan of it, but that was low, outside, hit the corner. A little conference going on over there. Now, I believe Noah Bolin was down in the count earlier when he hit the double, too, so he can hit it whatever the count is.
And that's what Tyler Weisel's reminding him of. Down 0-2 here, no reason to panic. Still got to be your pitch.
So Bruno taking his time with a runner on second base. That one was high. 1-2 at the count. We're in the top of the third inning. Score tied at 1 apiece. Noah Bolin at the plate, the catcher, responsible for the only RBI in the game for the Quakers so far. There's that breeze. If he gets it right, it might catch the wind. And again, Colin Bruno taking his time. He knows who he's facing. He knows this is the guy who drove in the run earlier.
He also knows that he's got Gavin Blake and Keaton Fossil coming up behind. All three of these guys can drive the baseball. He wants to take advantage of this pitcher's count at 1-2.
There's, nice play by Colin Bruno to field the ground ball. Throws it to first and it gets the out. Way to finish the inning by Colin Bruno there for the Crimson Tornadoes. Score tied.
With Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
It's time to level up your service with Omni Fiber's 100% fiber internet. We're expanding our network to connect more communities to the power of fiber. Enjoy premium Wi-Fi, free installation, speeds up to 2 gig, and our 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit omnifiber.com/radio to learn more. Welcome to the Fiber Hub.
Back here at Dover City Park, Bill Hammerstrom, Denny Trimmer for the rivalry match. Simpson has been able to hold the Quakers scoreless since that error and the double off the bat of Bolin in the first inning, Denny.
Well, and really give credit to both sides because Dover's done a nice job kind of patching things together since that run. But, boy, I also want to give credit to the Quakers in that last half because after Mast got things going with the double and then coming around to score, they got themselves into some trouble, some deep water with Sam Rufinaw loading the bases with walks, and then they were able to work out of the inning without any other runs scoring coming across. So, to be at 1-1 with everything that's transpired, about where we thought we would be, we just go on from here. Third inning already.
Absolutely. And Owen Courtney on the plate. Again, he came in facing one of yesterday's heroes for the first pitch is low, ball 1.
Hitting 400 on the season.
Playing shortstop today. Kelliker takes a swing, pops it up towards the WJER Jeep, but we are safe. Foul ball, 1-1 to count. Ball number 2, Courtney down in the count now 2-1. Ethan Kelliker at the plate. Again, there's a swing, grounders, high chopper to third base. The throw is not there. Kelliker ran into the first baseman. They're going to let him call him safe.
We'll review that on the YouTube when we get home.
But safe at first, Ethan Kelliker. Again, that hot corner, third base. McBride had a pretty good throw, but his first baseman had fallen down by the time the ball got there.
Now batting number 9.
We're not the official book.
Absolutely. So catcher Hunter Eder out to second base, but the runner was going.
The ball in play, and no better example around to score.
He's an opportunistic hitter. He's got a couple RBIs on the season.
He's just a grinder, good player.
Count now even, 1-1. 1 out. Kelliker on second base. That's a ball in the dirt. And Bolin was thinking about throwing behind the runner. But he's had a couple pass balls today, so did a good job to stop that one.
Back to Mast. Those Mast boys are all nice kids. They all work hard. They are all super polite. Jackson, the senior, of course, Liam here, and younger brother Beck are all great kids that work super hard at these sporting endeavors.
He looks at strike 2 there. 2-2 the count.
You always root for kids like that are hard-working, grinders, keep their noses to the grindstone, so to speak.
Has a double today already. 2-2 the count. Pops it up. That's to the second baseman. And he is out. So 2 outs so far. Still a runner at third. Kelliker's out there hoping they don't strand him. Jonah Marks, the first baseman at the plate.
Marks walked his last at bat and was able to work his way around to third, but could not advance home for the run. So part of that exciting second inning for the Tornadoes.
Wind's picking up here. First pitch, a ball from Owen Courtney. Jonah Marks has a runner on second. Kelliker, as the score's tied at 1. Doesn't swing at the high fastball. 2-0 the count. Bottom of the third inning, score tied at 1 apiece. New Philadelphia and Dover. Throws it back, but he's safe on second. That's Kelliker out there. At the plate is Jonah Marks. Owen Courtney looks in. High pop foul. It's in foul territory, and it's going to get over the fence. So it's a very loud strike 1. Let's thank one of our scoreboard sponsors, Keim Home Center, located on 50 acres in the rolling hills of Holmes County. It's the destination and trusted source for your home, building, and woodworking needs. Visit them on State Route 557 in Charm. Or online at keimlumber.com. So the count now 3-1. Again, Jonah Marks at the plate with a runner on second. Ethan Kelliker out there. And he watches ball 4 go by.
Oh, these walks.
And Rufinow out of the game. He had 4 of them. Now Owen Courtney has a walk. And Jack Judkins at the plate, the sophomore left fielder. There's a strike right down the middle of the plate. Burst onto the football scene this year, quarterbacking the Dover Crimson Tornadoes.
Took a little something off. Didn't get the corner, though.
So the count even at 1 apiece, 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning. Got Marks on first, Kelliker on second. Jack Judkins at the plate for the Tornadoes, who are tied 1-1 with their rival, the Quakers. There's a hit up the middle, fielded cleanly, throw to first, Santeria. Score tied at 1 apiece. We head to the 4th inning.
And sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com. Back here at Dover City Park, we head to the 4th inning. New Philadelphia at the plate against Dover. Still on the mound for the Crimson Tornadoes, it is Colin Bruno, having an excellent day here. Gave up that 1 run in the first inning on an error and a double. Due up at the plate for New Philadelphia, a couple of big hitters, Gavin Blake, Keaton Fossil, and Braylon Denny. Dover got a couple runners on there in the top of the 3rd inning, but Owen Courtney was able to pitch his way out of it.
Well, and if New Philadelphia is going to continue to walk batters, Dover's going to eventually crack through and take the lead in this game. Colin Bruno has not been anywhere near walking batters. He struck out 5 in the first 3. So he's all over the strike zone. New Philadelphia is allowing base runners to get on base, to get into scoring position without having to bother putting the ball in play, right? Eventually that's going to catch up with you. Philly's got to correct that, and Dover, to their end of the thing, they're at some point going to have to crack through and take advantage of those opportunities. They have not been able to do so with a number of runners in scoring position.
Let's give a shout out and a thanks to one of our scoreboard sponsors, DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery. DTS is the place to go when you need to promote your team or business. Bring in your ideas and let DTS make them a reality. Find them on Facebook or on the south side of New Philadelphia. Again, Colin Bruno on the mound. Like Denny said, five strikeouts so far in this game. We start the top of the 4th inning tied at 1 run apiece. Dover and New Philadelphia here at Dover City Park. That first pitch is a ball. Still very cold here, but at least the snow has stopped falling here in April.
Strangely, it's almost a little brighter now.
And, the fans are showing up, too, kind of gathering behind us and in the stands.
That is also strange, yes.
So Colin Bruno, uncharacteristic in this game so far, he is down 2-0 in the count as he faces Gavin Blake. Gavin Blake struck out swinging the first time he was up. Swinging on the 2-0 count, pops it up to right field. Camping under it, making the catch is Liam Mast. So 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning.
Stepping in the box, number 11, Keaton Fossil.
Fossils, I'm sorry, Bill, struck out looking in his first plate appearance.
First pitch high, ball 1. Keaton Fossil playing right field in this game, but when I talked to Coach Weisel at the beginning of the season, they said he was infield, outfield, could play just about anywhere you want him to.
Athlete.
You put him at quarterback, you put him at cornerback, right?
This is true.
So Keaton Fossil, again, he struck out looking first time. Colin Bruno still on the mound for Dover. Pop-up. This one's right to the first baseman. Underneath it, Jonah Marks making the catch. 2 outs in the 4th inning. Colin Bruno gets a couple of nice outs here as he can continue his pitching effort. Dover chased out New Philadelphia's starter off walks, but Colin Bruno's staying in this game.
He's been able to keep the pitch count low because he's not been walking batters.
Strike 1 called. Braylon McBride popped out the first time he was up in this game. Again, Bruno getting ahead in the count. It's 0-2. That was a foul ball. Bruno looks into his catcher, Hunter Edwards. That one was just outside. Counts 1-2. Braylon McBride, again, the third baseman at the plate. Hits a fly ball, but it's foul. Somebody's going to hit a car. And somebody else is going to take him out to dinner because that's an accomplishment. Braylon McBride down 1-2 in the count. Looks at a low pitch. Ball 2. 2-2. Bruno, very methodical, even in the way that he adjusts his cap out there on the mound. There's a pitch that was inside. Count is full. 3-2, 2 outs.
You know, when you're dealing, when you're really feeling it as a pitcher, there's a rhythm, there's a tempo, there's a pace to what you're doing. And Bruno's been in that groove since we started.
There's a grounder. Nathan Leggett can't get to it. It gets through the hole. That is a single. McBride fights his way back. Gets a single after drawing a full count. So up next is Matthew Miser, the first baseman for the Quakers. So another base runner for the Quakers. Last time they had a base runner, they tried to steal second. Edwards threw him out. That time Bruno tried to pick him off, but McBride was back well in time. Again, it's 1-1 here. Dover and New Philadelphia tied in the top of the 4th inning. First matchup of the season between these two teams. New Philadelphia took both of them last season. There's a nice hit. That's to left field. But making his way under it is Jack Judkins. Gets the out. 3 in the inning. We are tied at 1 in the middle of the 4th inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th here on your sports voice of the Valley.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3.
Dover City. Owen Courtney still on the mound for New Philadelphia. He's pitched 1 1/3 innings. He's got 1 strikeout. He's got 1 walk, but he hasn't given up an earned run. Zane Connor batting for Dover. Again, score 1 apiece. In his first at-bat, Connor struck out swinging. And he looks at strike 1 here. And that's ball 1. Denny, I'm going to say Owen Courtney hasn't given up a run. He's had an eventful appearance on the mound, but so far, no damage.
Yep, no damage, and that's what we talked about last half was these guys keep getting on base with walks. You're just extending chances for the Tornadoes.
Ground out to Cantoria, throws to Miser, and that is out number 1. Zane Connor with the ground out.
But Katarina almost went too easy with that. Just that real slick snare of the ball off the hop, and then that classic sidearm delivery. Almost didn't have enough.
Swings at the first pitch, fouls it back. They get walked in his first plate appearance. He faces Owen Courtney for the Quakers as the teams are tied at 1 apiece here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That took a lot off of that one, and Leggett was absolutely fooled by the off-speed pitch. 0-2 the count now.
Bill, in other news, it's starting to get breezy again, and then it's starting to get darker.
Yeah, I don't want to think what's in those clouds.
It's not sunshine.
We're at the bottom of the 4th inning, tied at 1 apiece. That pitch is called a ball. 1-2 the count against Nathan Leggett, the second baseman for the Crimson Tornadoes. Leggett called out. Third strike called. 2 strikes. Excuse me, 2 outs in the inning. Back to the top of the order, Caden Shy, to the center fielder, who couldn't quite get to the double, but one. So he'll take a few pitches before he starts swinging usually. Happened while you were gone. We had Mason Cantoria, the shortstop, hitting a single for the Quakers. He advances to second on a sacrifice bunt by Max Steele. And now at the plate is Carson Long with the count 2-1, 1 out. Here in the top of the 5th inning, Quakers threatening. They have Cantoria out there on second base. Bill Hammerstrom and Denny Trimmer here on your Sports Voice of the Valley, WJER. Nice piece of hitting there by Cantoria. Second hit of the game. He got on a bunt earlier.
Well, Catarina really just stepped in and didn't hesitate. Swung the bat, got it in play, used the speed. Now he's at second base with 1 out. And really, if you're the Quakers, you're at the top of the order. You have to take advantage of this opportunity to get that runner in from second.
Long with a nice hit to left field, but it is caught by Jack Judkins out there. 2 outs in the inning. Runner stays at second base. Again, Cantoria's got some speed out there, but that was not hit where he could advance.
No, that ball was drilled, and Jack Judkins just took a step or two, was pretty much right in stride with it. And you know the kind of arm he's got on him. You're not going to run on him from there.
A little bit of a timeout for Colin Bruno on the mound. Infield conference. What are they saying out there?
Well, what they're saying is this is Owen Courtney coming to bat. He's the team leader in doubles, homers, and RBIs for New Philadelphia. And that's exactly what Coach Fondrest is coming to the mound to talk about right now as well. With 2 down, it's not, I don't know if you want to pitch out, but you certainly don't want to give anything dead red that Owen Courtney can jump on. This is the meat of the Quaker order. Bolin will step in. He's doubled here already today. Gavin Blake with a big bat, Keaton Fossil with a big bat, all follow. So pick your poison, but I'm not going to let Owen Courtney get something he likes.
So Coach Fondrest said Colin Bruno starting today, but he said everybody would be ready to pitch. So far this season, Mason Gruel's had a couple innings of work. Ethan Kelliker, Ryan Yoder pitched an inning, and of course Liam Mast has been the workhorse so far.
Don't imagine we'll see Masty tonight.
Probably not 2 games in a row on the mound, but Bruno stays out there.
Hey, if you just joined us and are expecting another weather update, the sun is shining. What a crazy day.
People expecting weather updates but not knowing what to expect from them. Bruno first pitch low. It's a ball. Again, Owen Courtney trying to get the win as the pitcher by driving in a run himself. He's got Cantoria on second base with good speed. And away and gets the called strike.
That was his strike, not Courtney's strike.
All right, 1-1 the count, 2 outs. Again, runner on second, and Owen Courtney at the plate. That one's high. 2-1 the count. With Cantoria out there on second base, and he kind of single out of the infield is probably going to score him with the speed that he has.
Well, they're going to try and keep him close. You see Leggett bird dogging in from second base.
Bruno fires high again. 3-1 the count. Not sure that Owen Courtney's going to see a very good pitch here on this 3-1 count with first base open. The sun shining on the players now.
You can almost sense warmth.
And it's ball 4. So runners on first and second, 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Noah Bolin in to hit. Another guy who already has a double in this game, grounded out his last at bat. But you said pick your poison. Well, this guy's poisonous for the Tornadoes.
This is quite a stretch to battle through, but Colin Bruno so far today has been up to the challenge.
Bruno delivers, swinging a grounder to short, fielded, and taken himself. Kelliker gets the out. So another ground out for Noah Bolin. Score still tied at 1-1 as we head into the bottom of the fifth here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Thanks for joining us here at Dover City Park as Dover and New Philadelphia are playing baseball. It's 1-1 in the bottom of the fifth inning, thanks to our pregame and postgame sponsor, Wood Electric. They've been trusted with all your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're available 24 hours a day and are ready to help with any electrical problems, outage, or installation for industrial, commercial, or residential work. Find them online at woodelectric.net. Didn't really need Wood Electric. We did have some outage issue with the internet, but we're back on. We're on YouTube, WJER.com. If you're listening on the radio, 100.9 FM, 1450 AM. And it's turned out to look like a baseball game here with the sun out. We started with snow flurries, which has kind of led to an error on the Tornadoes, led to the Quakers' first run in the first inning on a double off the bat of catcher Noah Bolin. Dover has been able to tie it at 1 run apiece, and we are in the bottom of the fifth inning. Still on the mound in relief, Owen Courtney. He's kind of settled down a bit. Most of his pitches have been strikes so far, 62% of them. At bat, Ethan Kelliker, who just made the final out of the top of the fifth inning, the shortstop. First pitch is high. One of the senior leaders on this team for the Crimson Tornadoes. Ethan Kelliker swings and fouls it back off the fence. 1-1 the count. So again, Ethan Kelliker yesterday had 3 RBIs, a home run, and a triple in a Dover win over Tusky Valley, 9-1 right here at Dover City Park. Looks at strike 2. So Courtney gets ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs, 1-1. Bottom of the fifth inning. Hits it way high in the air. The sun maybe played a role in that, but they were able to getting out there long with the put out there in left field. So 1 out in the inning. Did the sun get in their eyes a little bit?
Well, strangely, yes. Carson Long, who's a terrific fielding left fielder, that time just kind of froze, and you had to take it. The sun is setting to our backs, which he is staring right into us. So he did have the glasses flipped down, and once he got the ball, he had to sprint hard for a couple strides and come up and get it. But yeah, at what point today did you think we would be saying the sun affected the possible catch?
We've got a 1-1 count now here on Hunter Edwards. Owen Courtney has settled in here. Hasn't given up a run. It was kind of eventful when he first started. Did walk a batter, but settled down since then. Hunter Edwards with the hit. It gets down there in the right center field and dies in the grass. Picked up by the second baseman.
Now batting number 21, Liam Mass.
Haven't had a whole lot of nice-looking hits like that today.
No, he got good contact that time, and what happens is, here you've got the artificial surface on the infield. That's the natural grass outfield, so that's going to be the soupy, soppy, and when you say the ball dies out there, it died in great part because it hit a soft spot that has been absorbing the weather the past few days, and they get that ball out of the rotation.
So now at the plate is Liam Mast. Popped it up last time at the plate. 2-0 the count. With the runner on first base. Owen Courtney getting behind Liam Mast in the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Swinging another pop fly. This one to the shortstop. And he makes the play. 2 outs in the inning. So far, Hunter Edwards is on first base after that line drive to right center field. But there's 2 outs. Fires it high. 1-2 the count. 1-1 the score. Bottom of the 5th inning. Dover with 2 outs and Jonah Marks at the plate. Runner on first base as Hunter Edwards reached on a single. Marks fouls it back. 1-2 remains the count. Good breeze coming in from our backs along with the sunset.
Nice pitch.
Fooled him with the off speed. Jonah Marks strikes out. 3 outs in the inning. Still 1-1 as we head to the 6th. When we come back, Denny Trimmer has the call of the 6th inning here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Omni Fiber is excited to be a part of the Dover community and offer a new choice in internet service. You can enjoy the speed and reliability of their 100% fiber network and Ohio-based sales and customer service. Sign up today and get 3 months of Omni Fiber internet free. You can visit omnifiber.com/WJER to learn more. Top of the 6th inning, 1-1.
We have some movement out here, Denny.
What do we
Aiden Immel
have?
is into right field. They've moved. Kelliker is into pitch now in relief of Colin Bruno. And over at third base is Liam Mast. Well, actually, Kelliker's still at shortstop. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So into pitch is Gruel is into ball. 1 earned run. And in that time, how many hits did he give up? Just 1, 2, 3. Only 3 hits on the day 5 hits. New Philadelphia has 5 hits on the game. 1 run off of Colin Bruno.
And, of course, that run is unearned. That's quite an outing on a day like this for the junior Colin Bruno. 6th inning for the Quakers. It'll be Blake, Fossil, and McBride to see what Gruel has cooking for them.
In the pitch for the Tornadoes, number 22, Mason Gruel. Batting for the Quakers, number 18, Gavin Blake.
So Blake steps in, struck out in the first. He flew out to right field in inning number 4. First pitch a little inside, ball 1. Don't forget, we'll have a Subway player of the game at the conclusion of this contest. Our thanks to the locally owned Fitzgerald Family Subway Restaurants for partnering with us. 1-1 the count here. Gruel fires, throws low. Ball 2-1. Subway, eat fresh.
All right, I'm back on board, Denny.
Glad to have you with us.
All those moves made whatever program I'm using here crash. They didn't like me putting Aiden Immel in right field. But we're back on. Everything's in the right place.
No, Denny, I'm not keeping a book. I've got this fancy computer.
All right, Aiden Immel in right field, Liam Mast at third, and Mason Gruel pitching for the Tornadoes.
Now, that Immel has to be some relation of yours, correct?
That's right.
Okay. No wonder you got all hopped up and excited.
And Aiden Immel since he was a little guy.
Yeah, I know it means a lot that you're here to call the game when he's out on the field. That's neat stuff. Time on the field. Full count to the batter, Keaton Fossil. 1-1, New Philadelphia and Dover tied, top of the 6th inning here at Dover City Park. Called strike 3. Beautifully painted the outside edge. So Blake goes down, Fossil will step in.
Mason Gruel's pitched 5 innings so far. Started a game, only given up 2 hits and a run.
Good
So
breaking
ERA
ball
is
there.
1.4.
Yeah, and he throws a little zip on the fastball, too. He pushed one past Blake. He pushed that one past Fossil. Fossil now down in the count 0-2. Slapped into left. That's going to get down for a base hit as Judkins scoops and flips it into the end. One down in the Quakers' 6th. Fossil at first, and in steps Braylon McBride. McBride with a anything that time. Edwards coming out of that catcher's crouch with a hop, and that ball cocked by his right ear, ready to throw. I don't know if I'm real interested in running on that guy.
Well, they're worried about Fossil at first base there. You saw Edwards' reaction and just now.
Fossil has terrific speed. He's got a decent lead. Gruel comes set and delivers. Ball on the outside edge. Called strike. It's 1-1. And you might hear Coach Jeff Fondress to our right yelling Liam, Liam, as he's trying to adjust the third baseman's position. Liam Mast. I think one of the tough things that happens in these substitutions is you're bringing in a guy that's, listen, he's played right field. It's an important position, but it's like the least important position. You're just kind of hanging around out there. Now you're at the hot corner. So Masty's really got to be dialed in down at third. That pitch is low. 2-1 in the count. Braylon McBride, the third baseman, facing Mason Gruel. It's 1-1 here, 6th. Fossil at first is going to get second base on the base knock from McBride.
McBride with 2 hits in his last 2 at-bats. That was a nice, solid swing. He had trouble finding the ball in his first at-bat, struck out swinging, but has looked good his last 2 plate appearances.
Little station-to-station baseball here. Pair of singles back-to-back. Fossil and McBride, and Matthew Miser will step in. Mize has struck out and flown to left. And again, Mize came in 0 for 5 on the season, now 0 for 7. Boy, what a great time for that first base hit of the season. Come up with something here for the red and black. Nicely snared by Hunter Edwards. So to reset, there's one down. Keaton Fossil is at second base. Braylon McBride at first base. The batter is Matthew Miser. Mason Gruhl, a Dover junior, with a 1-1 count, throws an off-speed pitch. It's flipped back. Foul. And it's going to make the count 1.
Bruno had an impressive start to this game, and Owen Court.
It ends. We might be Popsy might be doing the sports talk show Frozen out here tomorrow morning. A little bit low in the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Miser.
Whoever gets the big hit here is going to be the hero.
Quakers looking to do some damage. 2 on. Fouled back into the glove for strike 3. Edwards able to contain it. Miser went chasing the high fastball, and 2 outs now but 2 down here. Base hit could score a run with good speed on the diamond. That's Fossil at second base, McBride at first base. Gruhl trying to work out of a jam. Comes set and fires high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down here in the Quakers' 6th. Denny Trimmer, Bill Hammerstrom with you from Field 3 at Dover City Park.
Single. And
a single.
Single, yeah.
Down in the count, though, 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the 6th.
Are you searching for the right insurance coverage tailored just for you? Look no further than Murphy & Company Insurance. Ian Murphy and the team at Murphy & Company put your needs first and are here to guide you through the maze of insurance options. From life, commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, they've got you covered. Reach out to request an appointment at 330-934-9665. And remember, when it comes to insurance, choose the company with a legacy of excellence. Choose Murphy & Company Insurance, 123 South Worcester Avenue in Dover.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Are you tired of unexpected bill increases or non-existent rural internet coverage? There is a better way, a smart way. High-speed internet at an affordable price. And SmartWay can go where, well, the other folks can't. Visit thinksmartway.com to learn more. It should be Judkins, Connor, and Leggett in the Tornadoes' 6th. As soon as we say that, we've got a substitute stepping into the, that's going to be Immel's going to step into the on-deck circle. Of course, he went into right field, so he'll take the place of the designated hitter, Zane Connor. He'll bat next. Batting now, the left fielder, Jack Judkins. Judkins with a fly out and a ground out.
So we got some changes for New Philadelphia, too. You got Mason Cantoria out there pitching on the mound.
Katarina is on the hill. He kicks and fires. And down 3-0 in the count. I don't think, Bill, you come out rattled. I think you just come out and it's, again, as we've documented very thoroughly, a weird weather night, and you've played other positions in the field and you've run the bases, and now all of a sudden you've got to kind of refocus, and 7 warm-up pitches oftentimes doesn't get it done. So Katerina, with a 3-0 count, throws low for ball 4. Judkins at first. Aiden Immel steps in. And, Bill, what can you tell us about young Aiden Immel?
Aiden Immel is, second cousin to my wife. So that's why I know Aiden Immel. Just a fun kid. I mean, I have kids the same age as him, so they have hung out in the past. If we look at the stat sheet for the Crimson Tornadoes, he's gotten a little bit of playing time this season for Dover. He's gotten 5 at-bats against Cannerea for the Quakers.
So he's due, and you're on the call, so that sounds very exciting. People really don't care about the stats. I mean, I thought you'd have some sort of insider family, hey, you're not going to believe this kind of story.
I didn't see Aiden Immel for a while, when it was COVID and people weren't seeing each other. And Aiden Immel was this little kid in my head, and I see him again after COVID, and he's hit the weights.
He's definitely been in the weight room.
He's working behind the counter at a bar, and I'm like, this little kid. This isn't a little kid anymore. Who is this guy?
He's going to square to bunt, though. Gets it down, but foul. Did what he wanted to do, but the pitch rode inside on him, and he kind of turned and pushed it toward the left side, foul. Immel down now, 0-1 in the count. Judkins on at first. Nobody out here for the Tornadoes. 1-1 tie, Quakes and Tornadoes. Token throw to first.
So that's Keaton Fossil over there.
And Fossil at first base. Remember, Mize there was a bang-bang play. Now he's come on to bat since, but Mizer got tied up and was lumbering around for a moment.
There's a lot of changes out there in the field for the Quakers.
And we'll do our best to bring them to you. Looks like Courtney in right field.
Got Gavin Blake over on third base now instead of McBride.
It's going to shut down your little computer, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Immel gets it down. This is in play. Fielded by Blake. Throw to first. They say safe at first. We've got a runner caught. Nope, now the runner's going to get back to second base safely. So everybody's safe for the Tornadoes.
Man, I don't know how much it had to do with it, but you got 2 guys in 2 new positions, pitcher and third base, and they kind of hesitated to see which one of them was going to field that ground ball there.
Well, Tyler Weisel out to talk about things with what a great bunt that time by Immel. Number 9 man Nate Leggett steps in. He has walked and struck out looking. Katerina looking for something to go his way here. Nobody out. Runners at second and first. He's going to lay one down. It goes foul. Not a bad idea with nobody out to go back-to-back. Lay it down, but that one just got pushed foul. 0-1 the count on Leggett. Tornadoes looking to push something across. Caden Shy, the leadoff hitter in the on-deck circle. Jack Judkins, the runner, at second. Aiden Immel, the right fielder's the runner at first. Nobody out. Squaring is Leggett, pulling it back is Leggett.
Still trying to track all the changes over there for New Philadelphia. You got McBride at short.
Ball is slapped down, buntwise. Fossil fields. The throw goes. Advancing to third on the error is Immel. But Leggett comes in safely, or Leggett lays it down safely. Seth Bieber, the second baseman, covering, had his glove taken off by the throw. In a made-for-YouTube moment.
I'm going to have to call that one an error, I believe.
Fair enough. Back to the top of the order, Caden Shy. Runners at first and third.
With wholesale changes in the infield by New Philadelphia, and these plays, it seems like it's had some kind of effect on the continuity of the players out there, and they've given up some infield hits here and an error.
I don't disagree. Quakers have a league doubleheader tomorrow. So that changes some of the things you want to do pitching-wise, or you would normally think about pitching-wise in a rivalry matchup. When you make changes in the pitching rotation, now you're tipping dominoes in different directions in terms of who has to play where in the field. And it certainly appears with the Tornadoes having a 2-1 lead and still cooking here with nobody out in the sixth, that has had an effect.
Absolutely. We weren't expecting to see Canneria pitch today. And there's no outs in this inning, and he's down 3-1 in the count.
Runner at third, runner at first. Ball slapped towards the second baseman, and it's through into right field, a base hit. Immel scores. Leggett checks into second. And standing at first with an RBI singles, Caden Shy. That'll bring up the pitcher, Mason Gruhl. Gruhl has flown out, struck out, and grounded out. Still nobody out here in the Tornado sixth. His second and third on the sacrifice.
Now some contact there, but I think Gruhl's fine. He did play dead there for a second, but
again, we'll watch that on our YouTube. It's a great thing about that. You can scroll that back at any time and watch. Grounded to third this time. Scooped by Fossil, but he dropped the ball. Kelliker in safely. Bases are going to be loaded. And this is kind of the moment you've been waiting for, because you had talked from the word go about the possibility of these catchers having a big day at the plate, and no better time than the present for Mr. Edwards. Edwards slaps it to second base. To second for one. On to first, a double play. New Philadelphia gets out of it, but not before the Tornadoes can plate two. 6 innings in the books. Tornadoes are now on top, 3-1. Back with more right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery is the place to go when you need to promote your team or business. They offer corporate apparel, custom apparel, Letterman jackets, trophies and plaques, even banners and yard signs. Bring in your ideas and let DTS make them a reality. DTS Screen Printing and Embroidery, just across from the Brickyard Restaurant on Commercial Avenue Southeast on the south side of New Philadelphia. Find out more on Facebook.
Serious athletes use only the best supplements, and that's why they shop at the T County Boxing Academy in New Philadelphia. The T County Boxing Academy carries the industry's best supplements, and right now they're offering great deals to help you transform your body in 2024. Get a 1-month supply of any 5% Nutrition brand pre-workout supplement for $29.99, or try one of their amino acid powders for $25. Offers valid through March. The T County Boxing Academy, where serious athletes train. Located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Well, last chance here for New Philadelphia as we move on to inning number 7. It's going to be Max Steele, and then the top of the order, Carson Long and Owen Courtney, looking to break through as the Tornadoes did in the bottom of the 6th. Bill, that bottom of the 6th inning, it didn't get any bigger than that.
It was a little wild. There were wholesale changes all throughout the infield for the New Philadelphia Quakers, and Dover did not give them a chance to adjust. They put the ball in play. A couple of miscues out there by New Philadelphia allowed Dover to score 2 runs, take the lead. A couple of hits that didn't even leave the infield, a couple of bunts that were successful, a sacrifice and a base hit, and Dover has the lead 3-1 in the 7th inning.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're available 24 hours a day and are ready to help you with any electrical problem, outage, or installation for industrial, commercial, or residential work. You can find them online at woodelectric.net. 9-1-2 for the Quakes, and Mason Gruhl going to try and slam the door here for the Tornadoes, who just took the lead 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th. Max Steele steps in, struck out in his first plate appearance, sacrificed himself to advance runners in his last plate appearance.
Gruhl in line for the win if he can get out of this 7th inning.
Count evens at 1-1. And Gruhl been working quickly since he came in. Mac strokes it to center field, but it's going to be gloved that time by Caden Shy for out number 1. And we move to the top of the order, Carson Long.
You know, another difference in this game, it's got to be Colin Bruno being able to last into the 5th inning in this game, whereas New Philadelphia's starter,
Big Sam.
Roofing out. Big Sam. Didn't make it out of the 2nd inning. He got chased out after some walks there.
Swung on and missed. 0-1 now, the count on Carson Long. Long reached on an error and scored. Grounded out and has flown out and now is safe at first base. Following it back to first base. Courtney down in the count, 0-2. Mason Gruhl, who's been confident and effective since he's come in to pitch, delivers high this time.
On the other side, if you're New Philadelphia, you get to start the 7th inning with the top of the order. Owen Courtney, Noah Bolin up next, and then Gavin Blake.
It's a best case scenario when you're down 2. Gruhl comes set, fires. Ball is hammered to left field. Under it is Judkins near the base of the fence for out number 2. So Courtney gave it a ride, didn't get all of it. And Long will retreat back to first base. Little final countdown, last chance for a heroic moment for Noah Bolin. Bolin has doubled and grounded out twice. The pitch, outside corner, called strike. Waiting on deck is Gavin Blake.
Bolin got the game started with an RBI double.
3-1 Tornadoes, top of 7. Quakers down to their last out. Gruhl took something off that one. Out of the zone, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball high this time. Junior Carson Long on at first base. Arm throw to first, not in time. Long will get to third base. Bolin to second base. And they will stop there. That ball went up the line. Great effort at third base that time. But Liam Mast, who had played in right field for the most part of the game, when Gruhl comes in to pitch, Mast goes to third. Massey made a great scoop, Bill, but the sidearm submarine underhand toss was a little wide of
throwing error.
Blake on the season, a .250 hitter. Waiting on deck is Keaton Fossil. 2 down, Quakers with runners at second and third. This is how you script this kind of stuff for Dover Philly. Gruhl, ball 1 low. That'll bring up Keaton Fossil. So the bases are loaded. Fossil singled in his last at bat. And this will allow Gruhl to pitch from the windup if he chooses.
Jonah Marks from first and Hunter Edwards from the catcher position going out, talking to Mason Gruhl.
Gruhl will stay in the stretch. It's Long, Bolin, and Blake. Third to first. Ball low. Tornadoes just need 1 out to end it. Quakers trying to extend play. Fossil pops it straight up. Does Edwards have a play on it? Calls for it. And he's got it. That's going to be the game for the Tornadoes. How fitting that Hunter Edwards would come down with the haul. What a catch by the backstop for the Tornadoes. 3-1 Dover is our final. We will come back and wrap this up right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
And welcome back to Dover City Park. It was typical. Dover, New Philadelphia came right down to the very last out. Tornadoes with a 3-1 win over the Quakers today, and it didn't go without the seventh inning being a little drama-filled as New Philadelphia was able to load the bases, and they had the meat of the order up. But Bill Hammerstrom, one of our favorite guys from today, Hunter Edwards, comes down with the big catch in foul territory to close the door.
Absolutely. Hunter Edwards earlier in the game threw out a runner trying to steal second. We also saw him on a passed ball, third strike, throw the runner out at first on a difficult play and made that final defensive play there. Ran into Liam Mast, who was coming in from third base to catch that pop-up, but was able to make the play as the contact was being made. Dover comes away with a 3-1 victory. Before the game, talking to the coaches, they both said whoever makes the most mistakes is going to lose. The first 2 runs of the game by both teams were the result of some error. We had passed balls on New Philadelphia. We had the error to open the game on the Tornadoes, and then in that bottom of the 6th inning, Quakers made those changes in the infield. And maybe not a whole bunch of errors there, but just some miscommunication about who plays the bunt. One of the throws taking the glove off the first baseman over there. So some mistakes there in that bottom of the 6th inning. Dover was able to put 2 runs on the board, come away with a 3-1 victory.
Friends, the Keim Home Center is located on 50 acres in the rolling hills of Holmes County and is the destination and trusted source for your home, building, and woodworking needs. They are dedicated to caring for your project like they would care for one of their own. You can visit them on State Route 557 in Charm or online at keimlumber.com. Let's break here. When we come back, we'll continue to break down the post-game numbers and comings and goings. We'll give you our Subway Player of the Game as well. That's all up next on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
It's time to level up your service with Omni Fiber's 100% fiber internet. We're expanding our network to connect more communities to the power of fiber. Enjoy premium Wi-Fi, free installation, speeds up to 2 gig, and our 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit omnifiber.com/radio to learn more. Welcome to the Fiber Hub.
This is Nathan Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Contact us today for all your auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance needs. We're proud to have been your local hometown agents for over 35 years and look forward to helping you see the difference local agents can make for you. Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
This is Don Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Whether it's repair work from a fender bender, the after effects of a powerful storm, or a life-changing moment like a house fire, Kemp Insurance is here to provide unmatched customer service. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Keim, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Keim Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Keim, built on trust since 1911.
And we're back here at Field 3, Dover City Park, the beautiful varsity baseball diamond, home of the Tornadoes. And tonight, Dover with a big rivalry win, 3-1 over visiting New Philadelphia. Bill, it's time for our Subway Player of the Game. And, a couple guys with a couple hits here and there, a couple good plays in the field that you and both I would circle and look at and say that's important. But really one guy rises to the top for an extended performance today that really stood out.
Absolutely. Let's talk about starting pitcher for the Dover Crimson Tornadoes. It's Colin Bruno. He went 5 innings, struck out 5, walked 1, and gave up that 1 unearned run in the first inning. Didn't let it rattle him, though. There was an error as we were dealing with some snow, wet ball perhaps. It was a tough way to start the game for the Tornadoes, giving up that 1 run in the first inning. But Colin Bruno stayed calm, delivered, 5 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, just 1 walk, and just 1 unearned run. So our Subway Player of the Game is starting pitcher for Dover, Colin Bruno.
Well, I think his composure after that unearned run really just kind of helped steady everything, offense, defense, and just the way the Tornadoes played throughout the rest of the contest. All was buoyed by what he did early in this contest. Goes on to strike out 5 and looked really good, was in command throughout. Our congratulations to junior Colin Bruno, our Subway Player of the Game. We'll take one more timeout. When we come back, Bill will have the box score for you, and we'll call it a night here from Dover City Park. 3-1 Tornadoes over the Quakers. Back to wrap it up right after this on the Sports Voice of the Valley.
Are you searching for the right insurance coverage tailored just for you? Look no further than Murphy & Company Insurance. Ian Murphy and the team at Murphy & Company put your needs first and are here to guide you through the maze of insurance options. From life, commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, they've got you covered. Reach out to request an appointment at 330-934-9665. And remember, when it comes to insurance, choose the company with a legacy of excellence. Choose Murphy & Company Insurance, 123 South Worcester Avenue in Dover.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the smart way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
Life moves fast. Can you keep up? Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital Ortho Express Care welcomes patients with no appointment necessary, so injury or joint pain never slow you down. Our orthopedic experts will give you the care you need when you need it. For every break and breakthrough, for every bone and joint, for every care in the world. Walk in for orthopedic care close to you in the Heritage Square Plaza at Dover. Learn more at unionhospital.org/orthoexpresscare.
3-1 the final from Dover City Park. Tornadoes on top of the rival Quakers on a chilly, frosty, snowy, blowy, wintry spring day here at Dover Park. Denny Trimmer and Bill Hammerstrom had the call for you. Bill, let's take a look at the box score.
Dover Crimson Tornadoes, they scored 3 runs on 6 hits with 2 errors. New Philadelphia, 1 run on 8 hits with 4 errors. Looking at the pitching today, the winner, Mason Gruel in relief got the win. He pitched 2 innings, gave up one walk, struck out 2. Starting pitcher for the Tornadoes to keep them in the game was Colin Bruno. He pitched 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 unearned run. If we look at the Dover offense today, the hitter for them today was Caden Shy. He had 2 hits and 3 at-bats, also drove in a run with a single. Ethan Kelliker, Hunter Edwards, Liam Mast, Aiden Immel, they all had hits for Dover. For New Philadelphia, start with New Philadelphia pitching. Sam Rufinot started for the game, only lasted 1 2/3 innings, struck out 1, walked 4, gave up 1 earned run. Owen Courtney in relief, pitched 3 1/3, struck out 3 and walked 1, didn't give up a run. Mason Cantoria takes the loss. He came in, pitched an inning, 1 walk, 3 earned runs. Offensively for New Philadelphia to wrap this one up, Braylon McBride had 2 hits and 3 at-bats, as did Mason Cantoria. Keaton Fossil also got a hit, as did Noah Bolin, Carson Long, and Owen Courtney for the Quakers. That 1 run RBI off the bat of Noah Bolin, a double in the first inning. And again, your final score, 3-1, Dover over New Philadelphia here at Dover City Park. Denny.
Bill's great working with you, great teaming up with our friends from Claxon Communications as well. I want to thank them. Certainly thank you, Bill, for your effort. And you're the sports director. Thank you for getting me a game. I appreciate it.
Hey.
Next time I'm not coming out if it's not above 50.
Well, let's look ahead. The next game that we're going to have involves the New Philadelphia is playing Claymont. That's a Saturday game. I believe that's April 16th. So we'll have another new team out there to call that game. We also have Dover Indian Valley. I think that's the April 16th one. I think that's on a Tuesday. And then April 20th is New Philadelphia Claymont. So those are the next games that we have up here on WJER.
And hopefully the temperature will continue to go up for each of those broadcasts as we continue to move along. Spring sports are awesome. They're also hard to schedule from a broadcast standpoint. So I appreciate your effort. Appreciate Claxon and their team being here. Folks, we appreciate you the most. Whether you were listening or watching, you make this fun for us to come out and do. And certainly we want to continue to provide this type of programming for you in the future. So just continue to stay tuned and stay listening. We appreciate it. For Bill Hammerstrom, our sports director, for Claxon Communications, I'm Denny Trimmer, wishing you all a very good night now.
Today's high school ball game on WJER was made possible by the support of community businesses, including your local Subway restaurants, Cleveland Clinic, Union Hospital, Omni Fiber, Kemp Insurance, T-County Boxing Academy, Guide Funeral Homes and Crematories, your local Wendy's restaurants, Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, Dover Brake, Wood Electric, Pets Place, Keim in Charm, Ohio, Smartway Communications, and your local McDonald's. We are the sports voice of the Valley, WJER, Dover, New Philadelphia.